Напиши, да. В общем, мы нагулялись сегодня, весь день гуляли, и сейчас Августин, в общем, наш хозяин квартиры, у которого мы гостим, угощает нас пивом Миллер. И Кристина тоже решила попробовать
Вкусное
пиво.
пиво.
Вкусное пиво.
Вкуснее, чем мы пробовали в этом.
I told that, you understood?
No,
I just, no, I said that, like,
Может, все-таки на теперь, как обычно, 10?
I said that we, давай, да, на 4 скажи.
10?
Да.
You said that you're here with me.
That I'm here with you, yeah, you are our host, and you invite us to drink couple of bottle of beers, and yeah, so that's it. We were walking, making video of this, like we were in Keleti train station, and we were flying in this area. Then we went to the other side. We were flying there. Some people came to us and asked us, like, do you have a license or something? I said, and I said that if your drone, your quadricopter is like more than 3 kilos, then you need a license, and if it's less, then it's like 3 kilos. And I said that my drone is less than 3 kilos, but I lied, of course. So.
But you didn't get in trouble in the end.
No. These people were tourists, and they don't care. You know, they just ask you some stupid questions, but they don't care. They won't call the police.
I've actually seen quite a lot of drones at the. So wait, you've been up to Geleft, like the hill with the Citadella. I mean, I've seen plenty of drones up there, so I don't think I've never heard anyone being in trouble. So
I think it depends on the country.
Oh, it definitely does. But to be honest, well. If you were going close to the parliament, for example, to fly a drone, I'm pretty sure you would get in trouble because they have like the police and guards and stuff.
But you know, I was flying close to the parliament. You know, it's not. I'll tell you when it's like it's not important that you fly close to parliament. It's important that where you take off.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If you were because what I meant is like in front of the parliament, there's a big place.
Yeah, of course you can't
and
take
if you
off
go there. If you take off there, I'm pretty sure you would get in trouble because like they have guards guarding the
if you take off if you take off on the opposite side.
Yeah, what you did yesterday was actually pretty good. Like if you leave from a park or if you leave from like the place you were at close to the river, I think you're fine.
So you are a French student, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm French, studying medicine in Semmelweis University.
Why did you come to Budapest?
So I studied medicine in Lyon first, so where I'm from. I studied for 2 years, but then in France, when you want to do medicine, it's like really hard. Everyone after high school can get in med school, but only 10% of the people go through the first year. So I wasn't among those 10%, and I still wanted to be a doctor, even more actually. So I made my way here, took an entrance exam for the university, and then I started, and now I just finished third year.
Is it easier to study here than in France?
Well, both systems are like really different because in France it was like you start on the first day 100% and you study 100% until the end of the year. But here it's much more different. Like you try to have a life. You actually have a life with you make friends from like all over the world, all over Europe. And you make friends. You go out at the beginning of the semester. You like. It's a very different rhythm, and it's interesting actually. It's much like you have a much better life this way. I don't know how it's going to be later in life.
But all your subjects that you study here are in English.
Yeah, everything in English. I've learned Hungarian as well. I've had like lessons of Hungarian, but it's a tough, as we talked about it.
Yeah, it's very tough language.
It's a very tough language to learn, and it's like we're not taught properly. It's also because like we have so many other things to learn. Like,
how do you communicate? I mean, socialize with your colleagues. I mean, in a hospital.
Yeah, the thing is, so we have like all these like all the anatomy, the physiology to learn. We have so much to learn that like we don't spend too much time learning Hungarian. And so when you reach the patient room, you're like you can't say much. Like I I was in the hospital this morning, and I actually understand a lot. I can get the context, I can get the history of the patient, I can get like a few words.
In Hungarian.
In Hungarian, I really.
Is it? And where did you stop? What you were telling about the hospital?
About Hungarian. Yeah, when I'm at the hospital, I usually. So during the first day, 2 weeks ago, my first day in the hospital, I was the only student there, and I was the only one, since I was the only one and not speaking Hungarian, I was like completely lost, and I was pretty sure my hospital experience would be like good crap, because there was like nothing I could do with the patient. But in the end, the second day, another student from my year group showed up, and she's half Hungarian, half American. So now she's basically translating everything with the patient, and so I get to practice like all the examination, and like my examination skills are getting better. But like I also listen to a lot of Hungarian, but it's much more about for me it's much more about the practice of like the daily life in a hospital rather than meeting with the patient, which is annoying because like there's a huge part of like meeting the patient in being a doctor, but for now, that's the only thing I can do.
What about quality of studies here?
If you look at the rankings, I don't know how accurate they are, of course, but if you look at the rankings, the university here of Semmelweis in Budapest, it's actually better than most of the universities in France.
Really?
It doesn't have to be very. I don't think it's very accurate because the French system, especially, is very isolated from the other ones. Like it's very hard for a French student to like go to another country due to their English, but also due to their like I know I had a friend who came here to do Erasmus, and it was extremely hard for her to like get started in the system here. It's like so different. You don't do the same things at the same time, and really the French system is really isolated. But
how many years you've been studying here?
So I've been here for 3 years and a half, and I have 3 years left.
Okay.
So I'm just on with half.
So 3 years you are here?
Yeah.
Okay, I see. It's quite a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I still don't speak the language. I mean, I can order a beer. I can order food. I can understand a lot of things, but it's always hard to like.
What are your plans? What are your plans for?
And I also had to improve my English as well, because when I came here, I only learned English when I was in France, like studying in high school and junior high and stuff.
You speak English quite well for French.
Yeah.
Because actually French people, they are.
I can speak with the French accent, huh? I can do the French accent whenever I want. It's just that people are afraid to try, and some other people try.
Maybe I think they're lazy.
Yeah. Well, no, they're afraid of how people are gonna see them. So, which makes sense. Like, and some people actually try too hard, and I'm pretty sure in some of my sentences, some of my words, it's probably like kind of too much. So you never really know what.
Your English is quite clean. It's not. It's hard to hear some any accent.
Yeah, a lot of people. Actually, today I was told by the Hungarian students I was with, I was told that my French accent. They can hear my French accent when they can hear my French accent when I speak Hungarian, but not when I speak English. Which is kind of. I'm fine with it. Like I'm fine with like no accent in English, but an accent in French.
What are you going to do after graduation?
Well, so that's the thing. Like. I'm hardly going to go back to France. I don't think I'm going to go back to France.
Why?
Because the system is like, I would have to take another exam. I would have, for a lot of countries, I would have to take another exam. But
salaries are low.
Salaries are pretty low in France, but like
but what about Hungary?
And Hungary very low as well.
It's lower.
That's why I'm not planning on staying in Hungary as well. And that's also why it's like not very motivating.
That's why I'm telling you about Norway. Norway is a good country, so you can study there It's cheap. Now you are studying for bachelor's degree or master's degree?
I don't know.
So maybe you can study my master's degree in Norway if you want, if you like.
There are a lot of Norwegian people that come here because the formation for being a doctor here, apparently it's better than the one they have in Norway.
Really?
And it's made very easy for them to come here and study here. They have like very good loans with very good rates, and like it's really easy for them to come here, and we have many students from Norway.
But I think in France or maybe in Germany or other countries, I mean, like it's higher, I think, salary than in if you check the Wikipedia, Google, you will see that in Hungary is about, I don't know, 500 or 800. Okay. High, about 800 euros average salary.
Yeah.
So it's not very like.
But that's why I'm not planning on going back to France, not necessarily, and also because I got screwed by the system in France so many times. Like it was really hard for me to progress in the French high school, in med school, and all that stuff. And now that I speak English, I might as well just enjoy it and like take advantage of it. And so
maybe United States.
Maybe go to the US, or I used to have an exchange student in Australia, and like to some extent I've been talking with him recently, and I was like, well, hell yeah, I want to go to Australia, and like why not get like start something there?
Maybe Canada, they speak French.
Canada speak French, Switzerland as well. Like if you at the
I think it's the good country for you. I mean, maybe Canada, because it's like English and French.
Honestly, if I'm in Geneva in Switzerland, I'm 2 hours away from home, like from my parents and my family, and they speak French.
Yeah.
But really, like once again, why would and they get very good and very well paid. But why would I start speaking French when I can actually start my career as like speaking English? So going to Australia or something, and something I really want to do, and something I've actually started doing med school for this. I wanted to do MSF. So in English it's Doctor Without Borders.
Yeah.
So if I can so my goal is to be a surgeon. If I do my 6 years here.
Your specialty is surgeon.
Not yet, but I hope I'll be able to make it as a surgeon.
Like plastic surgery or
so like
plastic surgery.
No, the ideal would be visceral surgery. So it's like everything that's like if you need a gallbladder removal, for example, this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And or orthopedic and or general surgery. But it's like if I can make it as a surgeon, then I would probably take a year, maybe 2, as Doctor Without Borders. So you go and you get into a mission that takes you away abroad. And
you can come to Russia and study Russian. It's cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the cheapest I think university.
Yeah.
And you'll find a beautiful wife, a beautiful girlfriend. Я говорю, пускай в Россию приезжает в Россию у нас там и девушки красивые, и университеты дешевые. And if you can pass the exam, you can pay money.
I'm pretty sure there are people paying for their exams here too.
We have such crazy doctors. You come to the doctor and better maybe you can check and Google yourself by yourself before you go to the doctor.
It does better work than the doctor.
Yeah, the best doctors are Jewish people. Best doctors are Jewish people. Sometimes we have in Moscow, St. Petersburg, we have still the best. But I think the best doctors, best specialists are in Germany, in United States, and in Israel. Like 3 countries.
We have a lot of Israeli coming here as well.
Yeah, they are
Last summer I was in Israel for the wedding of one of my friends.
These people are they have really talent. They are from God. I don't know why they are so clever, but
Какая специальность у него?
Я говорю, евреи все хорошие доктора все. I met many serious Jewish people that are genius. Yeah. So он хирург, на хирург учится. Да. She asked what kind of specialty. And I said that you're going to be you're studying to be a surgeon.
Hopefully, yeah.
Надеюсь, что будет хирургом. I'm as I told you, English teacher and a lawyer, and my brother is a policeman in Russia. Now it's very hard. We have a lot of crime. It's like Russian, Slovenia, Slavs, Mexico,
But you said you live in Serbia.
I live in Serbia. We are living in Serbia. We've been living in Serbia for 2 years. It's 2.5 years.
And why did you move?
We moved first because of medicine. she was very nervous. We had a miscarriage, and she was very nervous about that. That was first unlike pregnancy, and she had miscarriage, and then she said that she had a conflict, and if you have problems with doctors, then you have to Putin has his administration has own website or something, this, and you have to complain, and then they call to this ministry, and then healthcare ministry. They try to treat you better, but it's awful. We have free medicine in Russia.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay, but for serious
in Czech Republic, I think. By the way, have you tried any bars here? Any pub?
No, we didn't have time.
Do you want to go tonight? I'm not sure I'm going to join, but I can give you good places where to go.
Он нам может сказать, Augustine сказал нам сказать бар хороший, куда можно сходить. Okay, you can tell us, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You should go. I think you should go to Simpla. If it's your first time in Budapest, you should go to Simpla.
Simpla.
Simpla. I can show you on the
Is
map.
it closed?
It's next to Blaha, so it's like.
Blaha Luisa?
Blaha, yeah.
It's funny What does it mean in English, Blaha?
Nothing. I don't know. That's Hungarian, so or Hungarian or Russian. I don't know. No, what does it mean? What does it mean to you?
It doesn't mean anything. You better know. You better not know.
Why?
Forget about it. It's like a kind of fly,
Because it's the Jewish border there.
What?
This place, Blaha Luizate,
Huh?
it's the Jewish border.
Jewish district?
Yeah.
Okay. I see. So, and the place is there?
So there's this bar there, and it's it's called a Kert. So it's a place where they basically take a very old building, don't do any work in there, just put a few bars here and then, and you just they dump some trash, old bathtubs and all that stuff, and people are just drinking beers and hanging out there. It's actually a pretty cool place. There's a very old Russian car from the USSR that has probably a Trabant or something, and they removed the roof, just put couches in there, and you just sit down, and it's covered in. It's a super chill hipster kind of place. Pretty cool.
Okay, maybe we'll go. Может пойдем сходим, да? Maybe we'll see.
I think walking there would probably.
Christina, thanks you for the beer.
No problem.
She said if I know, I would buy this beer. Because we tried. She said I tried a lot of others, but she didn't like it. But this one is very tasty. And so you and what about girlfriends? Do you have a girlfriend here, Hungarian? Hungarian, no? Because I think if you have a girlfriend, then maybe you would you'll learn faster.
Well, I used to have a girlfriend who was partly Hungarian, and no, we were mostly speaking English.
I see. So it doesn't work.
Not really.
But I think if you stay here for a long time, then maybe you will learn faster because people don't speak English.
Yeah, but that's the thing. In Budapest, a lot of people do speak English, and that's also why I'm surrounded by people who speak English. So I speak English all the time, and whenever I reach the counter to order a beer or whatever, I order in English because I'm just in English mode. But I should actually switch to Hungarian.
Yeah, I see. You know English, you don't need to study Hungarian. Он не знает ангельский.
Yeah. Even more since I'm not planning on staying here forever.
It's the same with me. We live in Hungarian village in Serbia. So all these people speak Hungarian between each other, but they speak Serbian as well. And Serbian language is close to us because it's very similar to Russian language. Yeah. It's it's easy to learn. It's the same if you live in Spain or Italy, for you it will be easier to study this language because
it's much closer to French.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, so it's the same with us. And that's why we can study it. We know like 5 words only. Yeah. Почему француженка? Да. Найдет, наверное, что? Переживаешь? And what about actually work? In this hospital where you work, how much money do you get?
0.
Why?
I'm not paid because I say working because that's where I spend my day.
But how do you live here? Do your parents help you?
Yeah. Wait, how old do you think I am?
I think like maybe 23.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
23?
Yeah, I'm 23.
Короче, я угадал, сколько мне лет. Я говорю, сколько ты думаешь мне лет? Я говорю, 23. Он говорит, 23.
Да ладно.
А ты сколько думала?
Не знаю.
Ну, я
не думала, что мне 23.
Сколько?
Не знаю. Ну, не 18.
Ну, примерно.
Ну, взрослым выглядит.
Ну, примерно.
Ну, лет 27 где-то.
She thought that maybe you're 27. Yeah.
Просто взрослый, поэтому.
No, it's so...
Because of, she said that I told her that maybe because of glasses. Because of glasses, he looked.
Кстати, да, очки всегда больше.
He looks older.
Как
Yeah.
тебе
Yeah. When I wear glasses, I wear contact lenses. But when I wear glasses, I look older. How old do you think I am?
I don't know. Well, I can wait. I can try. But the thing is, you told me you had like how many wives before? Two or three wives.
Yeah. Okay. So.
And then you've been a
can
lawyer plus an English professor, teacher.
Yeah.
Plus you told me something else. I don't remember. You have a YouTube channel. I don't know. Are you? I'm afraid that's gonna get awkward. That's gonna be awkward. Like I don't know. I would say around 30.
Yeah. No. I'm 39.
39. Alright. Yeah.
Yeah, but now I'm a bit fat, but when I get thinner, I look like 30, 35. But I try to wear like cap and like to look younger. It's like, but if you, I don't know, these people who have children, I don't have a child at the moment, so. But when people have children, they don't think about themselves, they think about other people, about their family, and they forget to, like, I don't know, to take care of themselves, I don't know, like, to... Some people, when your soul is young, maybe you are young yourself. It depends on...
Well, I guess, like if you're going this way, I guess...
I don't smoke cigarettes. Some people smoke cigarettes and they're thin. Their skin become like like
weird.
Like the quality of skin is different, right?
Yeah.
When you
Это уже 10 минут прошло, 20 минут.
Сколько времени сейчас?
25 минут.
Сейчас I have a lesson, so she's telling me the time. Yeah, because I have a lesson.
But what lessons do you take?
English lesson. I'm not going to take English lesson. I'm teaching people.
Yes. So wait, you're teaching people, you mean you're a teacher? Wait, when you mean lesson, you're not taking a lesson, you're giving a lesson?
Yes.
Okay, there you
go. I'm giving lessons, I'm going to teach after 10 minutes a girl.
Я поговорила с ним, но я не знаю.
She said that she would talk to you, she would talk to you, but she can't. Yeah, unfortunately.
Why doesn't she learn English?
She is lazy.
Не хочу сказать.
She doesn't want, she said. Yeah, because I don't know.
Просто не была необходимость учить.
She didn't have any like kind of necessary thing to learn, necessary to study. Because I always speak and translate. Yeah. She speaks Serbian. She learned. She speaks Serbian. She learn it very fast. Yeah.
Кажется, я уже забыла.
She said that maybe I forgot it for a week. But this like I feel myself not very comfortable there in Serbia.
Yeah.
I mean, in a language. part because I think myself. I think I'm a kind of foreigner, and because I don't study Serbian language, I just know some conversational language. That's it, and that sounds awful.
It's kind of similar for me because I've learned Hungarian in class. I've had classes, but I've learned so few. I think I've learned much more by practicing in the hospital or by like having to order like coffee or beers on my own. I've heard a lot more outside of classes than inside classes.
But it's quite strange. I mean, when you meet clients, I mean patients there, they like old patients, people that don't speak English. How do you usually explain?
I have someone with me, or I do my best with what I was taught. But like, I can never, on my own, I can never take the full history of a patient.
But why don't they pay you money? I mean, okay, you pay.
Because it's not that. So I didn't finish, but it's like I'm not working. I'm in an internship. It's a summer practice that I have to do for my after this third year. Next year I have a surgery practice, and so I'm not going to be paid either. It's just like I'm going to be there and help, and because to be honest, I don't know enough to be paid. I'm taking time from the doctors that are teaching me stuff. I'm spending time. I'm just like I can take a blood pressure. I can do all the very basic stuff, but not enough to be paid.
Okay, I see. But you can. Okay, this isn't that a work of like a medical brother, I mean sister, like
You mean a nurse or?
Nurse, yeah. Thanks for the interview.
No problem.
Ограбили его на пиво.
Да ладно, question, прям. Да. So, can you write, Augustine? Can you write the address of this bar, this pub? Yeah, and how to get there by subway? Maybe we go. I'm not sure about it, but maybe. What actually? Is this all your stuff? Or it's like?
Yeah, it is. What do you mean? Here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Where did you get this road signs? Did you like?
We found them.
What?
My flatmate likes to, whenever he's drunk, he likes to bring them home from like in the street or whatever.
Are you sure? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the problem?
No, I mean, but they are like high. They win. How you have to like climb?
Oh no! Because they're the ones that are like when people are working in the street and like, when there's construction and they leave these stuff. My flatmate just takes them and comes home.
Okay, I see. Okay, this is like football.
Yeah, that's football.
So, are you happy actually about French team that won a World Cup in Russia?
That's the only moment I actually follow football.
I watched this. I was very disappointed in Russian team. We this game with Croatia was like, but we won Spain by penalty, and Croatian like was one. Have you seen this game? Like it was 1-1, 2-1, 2-1, 2-2, and then we lost by penalty. Croatia.
No, I don't remember. I don't think I've seen it.
Yeah, like semi-final. Yeah, but our team were playing very well. Yeah, but we were unlucky this time. And Croatia was playing with France, and yeah. So we like but that was like very nice World Cup.
Yeah, it was. It was in Russia, wasn't it? Like,
yes, it was in Russia.
The final was in Moscow.
Moscow, yeah.
That's cool.
And there were like these girls from. They went out from the field. I mean, this from this famous band Pussy Riot. They went out to hype to catch hype outside the field. Didn't you see?
I didn't.
They were wearing a police uniform.
No, I didn't follow this.
Okay. So, have you ever been to Russia before?
No.
Okay. Maybe you visit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about No, I mean, it's a good country for foreigners.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I've had friends who've been there, have been there. And I know it's a very nice city to, it's a very nice country to visit. Actually, my cousin was there like a few months ago, but I've never had the opportunity. Once again, I'm only 23.
Yeah, you have time. Okay, see you.
See you.
I gotta go, to study.